Half a year has almost passed and I'm not even close to achieving my goals. So let's reevaluate our 2026 goals together, because this has got to be fixed. I'm still not even sure how that happened. I was just prepping for the Malaysian trip at the beginning of this year. 6 months just flew by, I didn't even notice. But this year the time flies like crazy. I used to write down like 20-15 goals to every single category and I actually have an exact system which I've been using for years and years. And if you can tell, writing down 20-30 goals every single year is not the best thing in the world, because you're not focusing on one thing, you're splitting your focus between so many things. And I do not have this lifestyle to just be able to achieve like 100 goals, 200 goals a year. So my yearly goals consist of a few categories. It's me and hobbies or talents, spirituality, health, YouTube and career, self-fulfillment, money, relationship with others, relationship with family, and love relationship. If you can't tell, love relationship is like just 2 goals and like not even dating or finding your partner is in it, because that would be a dumb thing to put on the list. So a girl suggested that we analyze the next realms of life: growth, health, relationship, work-school balance, finances, personal growth, fun/rest, and your environment. There are 3 questions we're going to be focusing our attention on. So the first question, where are you thriving? The second, where are you costing? And the third, what are you avoiding? And we're going to try to find answers to these questions. So I wrote something down already. I took some time and just pay attention to what I actually think about everything that's happening in my life. In the category thrive, I put relationships, work-school balance, and fun/rest. Where are you costing? Apparently it means when you're operating on autopilot. It means doing a bare minimum without actually being attentive to this realm, without actually actively working on it. So for me, it's finances, health, and personal growth. And in the category avoid, I put personal growth, because I think it's more in this category because I've been doing things, but I want to live a full, fulfilled, interesting, spiritual life. I love when I live this life deeply, fully, especially spiritually fully. For me, spirituality is the whole concept. It's not about just religion. It's not about religion for me. I'm not a religious person. I am trying to be a spiritual person. You know, like if you think about it, every single person is a spiritual person. But what I mean to say is that I need to get back on this daily self-observation and do daily practices consistently. Self-observation of specifically writing my thoughts and writing my emotions on paper, mostly when there is some hard situation in my life. It could be a general situation or just something happened during the day. For example, I had a little fight or a blown fight with someone, or I screamed at my family, at someone, or I thought something about the person, or I was envious towards someone. This is what I mean by some little situations that happen with you on a daily basis. But 2 years ago, I took that course, which I had dreamt about for 4.5 years before, and I just stopped doing practices after that course. Like I started really getting to know myself emotionally, really practicing emotional intelligence, and then I just stopped, as you always do, because we're all people. And I just want to get back to this because I still have my diary. I still want to do that, you know, like that's my lifelong goal. It's probably the strongest priority of mine, and I just need to really focus on it. Anyway, I've been rambling. I think that sums it up. The personal growth, I think we could just start with personal growth, because personal growth, that's what I mean by audit, like of your life. This is why we need to do that. I really need to get in my game. So that sums it up about personal growth. That's what I mean. And also another thing is, of course, just teaching myself things, you know, personal growth, not just the emotional intelligence growth, but also all of the aspects of my life, of myself. I love to be a not know-it-all person, but I love when I know things. I love when I succeed. Who doesn't, right? And I just feel like I should know a whole lot more about this planet, about this world, about different topics, and to be able to speak on them. So that's what I mean by really focusing on personal growth, emotional intelligence, and different pieces of knowledge, really focusing on history, geography. I would love to know more about ancient civilizations. So yeah, let's just stop at that. So I think that 2 life realms for me in my personal list of goals, it's me and hobbies/talents. And I have here languages, traveling, history, photography. That's what I'm really curious about and interested in. So first, me, I wrote down that I don't want to run for myself. I want to be able to spend time with myself, by myself at all times, to be comfortable in silence, to be able to stay comfortably in silence, and just to be happy and mindful, to like be happy in the moment of now and to be mindful. We're still working on that goal. The next goal is prioritizing learning of how to be alone with myself in absolutely different situations in all time. I am trying to do that in absolutely different situations. I think what I meant was just being mindful about every single situation and take lessons from it. I think I'm doing that just fine this year. Take at least one solo trip in 2026. Yes, I did that. I took a Malaysian trip and maybe a little solo getaway. I think that has to happen. I haven't done that yet, but I have a little idea for videos, so maybe we're gonna do that. I'm gonna write it down, and a solo trip is just done. The next thing that I have here is I want to build a relationship with my inner child and to remember about her more often and to spend time with that part of me. And I am absolutely not paying any attention to this goal. I need to really get a grip in this department. So I'm gonna be more attentive to this goal. I'm gonna write it down to another list. Fifth, a lot of journaling around fifth of the purple journal is complete by the end of the year. We're still working on it, although I'm really close to it. This is my favorite ever journal. I am writing just everything in it. My thoughts, my emotions, my self-reflections, you know, some situations, my thoughts on it. So I think we're kind of done. Do you think it's like the fifth of the journal? Like this part from this side is complete. I think we're kind of done. Look at you. I think it's done. I think we can just check it off. Okay, next, me and hobbies/talents. Work on the English accent. As a matter of fact, I haven't started it yet, but my friend is an amazing English teacher, and so I bought her accent module. One of the models, she's gonna have like 8 modules, I think. So, but like the second one, because it kind of reminded me I still have to pay for the first one to get it. But the thing is, I'm about to work on it. Like I've bought the model. I'm gonna probably even practice today because I'll have some time. Hello? What do you mean, right? So that's about to get ticked off like really soon. Who wants? Seriously. So the next goal is the goal with the learning German. I wrote down B1.1 level till the end of the year and pass the B1 test at the end of the year. I am in the process. Like I'm taking the German course. My mom, thank God for my mom, she like found this school and so we started German and I am really close to this goal. My exam is supposedly in like October, maybe beginning of November. So that's gonna get ticked off hopefully as well if I pass the exam. So I'm in the process. I'm really working on this goal. To finish reading the books that I ordered last year, Idris Laor, I kind of talked about it in one of my videos and I still have not done it. I haven't finished almost any of the books. I think I finished just one and then that was about that. I really need to get on reading. I'm gonna write it down for myself. Okay, summer vacation. Next goal is take a summer vacation and visit at least one country. It has not been checked off yet, but it's not gonna be a new country, but I'm planning on traveling at the end of August and I'm gonna be traveling soon with my sister as well, but I don't think it's gonna get ticked off. The summer vacation is not happening. I actually kind of canceled my summer vacation. I only have a few days at the very end of August, so that's about that. And I also have the long-term goals in this category, me and hobbies/talents. I have to visit 40 countries until May 25. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I have just a few really interesting countries that I want to visit for me. Like for example, I want to visit Kenya and I want to track gorillas in, I think, Uganda. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I want to visit Bali. I want to visit like all Indonesia as well and India, but India is for very seasoned travelers. Like you don't go to India after just visiting like one country in Asia, so that's not gonna happen anytime soon. And I have spirituality, but I think spirituality is a part of personal growth, and at the goals I have learned how to drink and eat without anything in the background, without my phone, without watching something. This is not done like at all. Like I'm drinking and eating with my phone all the time. To take this one course about, how do you call it, like system laws, like system, well, I don't know how to explain it, sorry. So I did not take that. To get rid of about 95% of discussing of other people. Get rid of this habit discussing other people. I'm definitely doing something, but that's not enough. Not even close. I need to stop discussing people and my coworkers with my mom, especially because I just do that all the time. But we're working on it, but I can't take it off yet. And also I'm doing practices on a regular basis every single day, and by the end of the year, minimum for 3 months. Guess who skipped meditation again? Guess who done it on the video and then skipped it again? I'm doing that today because I have time today, and I'm doing it today, okay? I promise you. And the long-term goals in the spirituality are, and when saying long-term goals, I mean 2, 5, 10 years from now. Like that's what I'm working towards. So like in 5 years, my life looks like that, or like a bit more or less. Do everything just so meditation is in my life on the daily basis. Not yet, we're not working towards that. that's it can be ticked off. Get rid of negative traits to learn to be able to work with them on a daily basis, and to be love and take care of my favorite people and every single other person permanently, always. And I have a few actions. We're trying to work on it, you know. This year I'm really noticing how I don't separate other people from like my family as much. Like, you know what I mean? When, for example, like that's not my friend, why would I help him? Or like that's not my friend, like that's like a stranger for you, and you treat other people like strangers. But I want to do the opposite. I want to learn how to treat every single person evenly, without any negative traits, without any negative emotions, just being there for each other, being there for others all the time. Then let's talk about health. What can I say? Quick check-in. No trainings again. I'm not doing my morning stretches. I'm not doing my morning 10-15 minutes of anything, any kind of sport, stretching. I'm not doing it. I'm only doing splits once or twice a week. I'm stretching my body, and I'm stretching splits specifically so I don't lose them. And I took some notes in prior to this video, so I'm gonna read you some. Relationships with people has been growing in my life. I've been growing in relationships. Especially it's improved with my close cousin sister, with my aunt. We've been talking more on the phone and texting with my sister, and we've been there for each other through highs and lows. And I feel like we've been talking with my aunt more as well. I've met new people. I've been more open and extroverted. I went to a club with a friend in Germany for the first time, and we got acquainted with 2 amazing girls. That was nice too. I met a new friend, and I'm trying to maintain all of my relationships. I started visiting a German course. That's how I met my new friend, and I'm just more open to people. That's what I've been noticing really a lot lately. The second question says if I had been avoiding someone, and one of the questions was, if you remember, what are you avoiding? I'm pretty straightforward with everyone. I feel like I don't tend to ignore people in my life anymore. And another point, we sort of fell out with my close friends from school through the last years. We live separately, and everyone like is on their side quest, you know, especially I feel like me. But yeah, I feel like we haven't been talking much. That's my fault as well. I haven't been writing in our group chat as much. I need to fix that. Now let's analyze work-school balance. I will sort something down. In my case, it's work and German school balance. Do I feel like I'm balancing them properly? Do I do both on a good level? At this point, I don't really care about work because it's automatic after 3 years, as easy as that. With courses though, I feel like I'm doing great. Soon there is going to be a break, so it's like the final push is right around the corner. We'll have B1 starting in August. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also scared if I'm going to be able to handle it, if all the words are gonna like settle down, like if I want to be able to memorize all of the words in my brain. So I'll try to prepare myself for B1 and learn vocabulary, practice over the July. About work-life balance, let's talk about work. As work, I have YouTube and career / self-fulfillment. This is all like one realm of my life, and I have this goal with learning German. Yep, I'm doing that. I again wrote down about the test. YouTube, I have 2,000 subscribers until the end of the year. Every single week posting 1 or 2 shorts. Wrote down how to pitch brands and how to promote myself, plus to create a media kit. And again, try down an exact strategy and what my channel is about. I did that. I actually did that. Let's just separate that because that sounds like a lot. No, actually, wait. It's kind of all written down. Write down how to pitch brands, to learn how to pitch brands. Nope, it's not done. To create a media kit. No. 30 long format videos on my channel this year. I think I have like 12 posted. Let me count. I think this video is gonna mark my 15th posted video this year, even though one of them was deleted. So I think we can write down 15. That's good. And then to learn how to edit on the laptop. Yep, so this is done. It's not Final Cut Pro though, but I'm already editing on my laptop. Every single long format video on YouTube, I'm editing on my laptop. So this goal is achieved. And that's about that. That's the wrap. But I also marked something. Now let's analyze my finances. I had a little gap in my finances in 2026 due to large travel expenses. I took two big trips. I'm also paying for the course, for the German course. It's also kind of a bit expensive as we're paying it by ourselves. However, I'm back to stability now. I'm almost out of this debt, which I created for myself because I was not actually in the debt. I did not lend any money. I did not borrow any money. However, I was living from salary to salary every single month, and also I'm paying my car insurance every single month now because last year I had to pay like a lot of money, let's say that, in 1 month, like as one payment for my car insurance, and I did not like that. Like it was just like out of the tube like that. So I decided to switch to monthly insurance. It's been much better. And then I'm investing. I have my brokerage account and I haven't been great this year. It hasn't been thriving this year. I also made a stupid purchase once and it really, let's say it really went down. Like I paid huge money for it and the stock just like boom, just like flopped. But that's like the reality of investing. You never know. Even a good company can just flop really fast. So my account still hasn't recovered from it, but you know, I need to get it flowing. I need to get it fixed. However, at the end of last year, I took an investments course from an investments teacher woman. She's really great at what she's doing. I'm really aspiring to be more like her. And I took her course. But the thing is, I paid more because there was an opportunity for me to get my portfolio reviewed. And for some reason, she rated my portfolio as 4 out of 5. I don't know how this happened. Like I wouldn't rate that, my portfolio, but that kind of made my day. So recently, I've gotten my portfolio reviewed by an expert, by the woman, and I've got the whole blueprint on how to move with my money. With the era of AI, it's really hard to actually know where to invest, and especially as a beginner investor. Companies grow and fall kind of randomly, but also not so random if you really think about that. That needs to be fixed. I really have to review the course. I need to practice more. I need to analyze more companies and finally have the blueprint. I need to review my whole portfolio and to rebalance my portfolio, which means to put more money into companies which not that she recommended the companies, she recommended a structure. Like there are different sectors, for example, like technology and healthcare and something else, I don't know, consumer staples or something. And she recommended for me to rebalance the portfolio, and I'm gonna analyze some companies and try to put more money in them just so the percentage of technology companies in my portfolio is less. There are 2 goals. I need to invest up until a certain amount of money this year. I don't know how I'm gonna achieve that. That's not gonna happen this year. Hopefully next year, because the trips and the courses, all of my money just are taken by these 2 things. And then I wanted to earn a bit more, but that's still not happening. Not the next 2 months at least. So yeah, that's flopped. And there are 2 more areas left: fun/rest and your environment. Fun/rest. I took some notes. The questions to fun/rest are: have you actually taken the time to rest? And did you do things that made you feel alive? And my answer to that is I definitely feel like I'm having more fun this year. I've traveled to new places. I met so many new people. I went to a German club for the first time, as I said. I vlogged that. I danced on the table. If you haven't seen that vlog, you should check it out. I'm having more fun with YouTube. Like I'm being consistent. I'm not stressed out. When I need a break, especially with the courses and with work, like combining every single week, every single day, I'm learning how to take a break. If I feel like I do not wanna edit at the moment, like not that I'm becoming lazy, like if I really feel feel like I'm in trouble, like I need some rest, I need to sleep, I need to like watch something to get my mind off of this particular thing, I'm doing that. I'm still prioritizing YouTube every week. I don't even know how I'm doing that compared to last year. Like last year I like flopped YouTube. This year I'm actually doing things like 15 videos posted, long format videos. Are you kidding? That's so great. This area of my life is definitely something. What about your environment, you will ask? The questions that the girl provided for the self-check-in are: does your space and routines feel like you? What did you surround yourself with most of the time? I can confidently say that my routines have not been the greatest, but I have some routines. I have a routine. It feels consistent. It feels like they are actually propelling me forward. They are actually moving me forward towards my goals. YouTube, we're almost at 900 subs. Like I've just checked YouTube. It's almost 900 subscribers today. Like it's basically real nearby. Even though my watch time is like it's sad. Does my space feel like it's been just so much better? Yes, totally. Like even looking at my room, it's more fun. Like I have a neon sign. I have this little clingy thing right here. I have like a little mushroom lamp, and I ordered this mattress, by the way, if you noticed. My mattress is like freaking tall, but it's like plus 23 centimeters to the height of it. I have all those fun lights in my room. I am journaling all the time. My routines definitely feel like me. And what do I surround myself with? How? With everything. I surround myself with the most amazing people with my routines. I am doing my stuff. I take care of myself. I do not let toxic people into my mind, let's say. There are some of really mean people, you know, in my life, but I don't let them influence me as much or at all. So I'm really creating my environment and I'm really proud of myself. So cheers to that. This candle is so funny. Anyway, I hope you like this video. I hope you've done a self-check-in, a half a year self-check-in or check of your goals, self-reflection, half a year self-check-in, self-reflection kind of, and you checked all of your goals if you have them, or really thought about this year together with me. I hope it was useful for you. I really enjoyed it. I feel like we've done such a good audit of my life today. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself. And now we can start our day. Now we can start our... It's been half a June, like where did the time go? But we can just continue living our lives and keeping in mind the things that we can focus on, the things that we need to do. And I'm just really glad to have you here with me. Stay tuned for more and make sure to check out my previous videos or my next beautiful videos. I have no idea what's gonna pop up here, but you just enjoy them. Take care and I'll see you in the next video. Now we can go to work. It's like noon.